Really? Do I really have to make a video about this? So when I first saw this announcement, I was going to make a completely different video, but over the last 24 hours, some things have changed, so let me give you some context. On Monday, July 22nd, Rocket League announced that they would be releasing the Cybertruck to the game. Some people were really excited about this, but most people, including myself, were asking the same question. Why? Who asked for this? How about instead of releasing the Cybertruck, you work on your servers? Or maybe try and deal with all the hackers that have been running rampant and competitive? But then, in Rocket League's defense, about 24 hours later, this time they announced that the Cybertruck would be available to everybody for free as long as they complete challenges over the next couple weeks in their new event. And I'm not going to be the guy to complain about free stuff. Do I plan on using the Cybertruck at all? No. Do I think it's really ugly and looks like a hitbox? Absolutely. But it's free, so everything's alright. And I think everyone shared the same sentiment after that, so everything should be all good now, right? Absolutely not. This whole rollout of the Cybertruck announcement has perfectly encapsulated the relationship Rocket League has with its player base right now to a T. And honestly, this has been the same loop repeating itself over and over and over again for the past couple years. Epic Games and Psyonix just ignoring the players as they continue to ask to fix current issues with the game or implement something new and exciting that the players can get hyped for, but instead we just get endless cosmetic rollouts and lackluster season rewards. Now, I have made my fair share of videos criticizing Rocket League, criticizing Epic Games, and I've also tried to make videos shedding light on some of the positive things that they've done over the past years. But it's time to bring the hater back. I have to make one more video ranting about this because I feel like I might have held back in previous videos and I didn't cover everything that I wanted to. So we're going to cover it today. We're going to talk about the whole thing because I want to talk about the frustrations that I've had, my friends have had, people in my community have had, and just in general, players that still play this game have regarding Rocket League and how it's being treated right now. So since we started this video talking about the Cybertruck and its release, let's talk about the content rollout that Rocket League has been doing over the past few years. So Rocket League content rollout can basically be summarized like this. Rocket League will throw tons and tons and tons of cosmetics at you that you have to pay for, give you a couple free ones that you never use because they look awful, and then they'll do something really subtle every once in a while like remove trading or rename the item rarities for no reason whatsoever. I don't even want to get started on that. Like, that was just a ridiculous decision that did not affect anything, but still managed to make everybody playing the game mad. It's actually crazy. And then also the little boost icon that you get while playing the game. That one is actually pretty helpful if you can read your teammates. Most people can't, but it's nice to know how much boost your teammates have. But that's it. That's really all the content that has come out over the past like 5 years. There's events every once in a while with free items. They also suck. And in the events, sometimes you'll get like a new game mode that's really just a remake of another game mode, just like how the new maps are reskins of old maps. But don't worry though, because they're pushing out new cosmetics you can pay for every single week. Now, in their defense, one, Epic Games is a company, they have to make money, and cosmetics is what they do. I don't expect them to not make cosmetics, especially when they're partnering with really cool companies to bring some really cool stuff to the game that, hey, every once in a while I will buy as well. But even the paid cosmetics, like, things are being promoted and sold in the item shop that nobody's buying. Like, why do you keep making these things if you know nobody's gonna buy them? And then why are you promoting them as well? Like I said, I understand that Epic Games needs to make money as a company, and as a player, it's nice to have these cosmetics because sometimes you want to look cool. You want your car to look cool. I get it. But why is it the only thing that seems to come out on a consistent basis from this game? And why is it the only thing being promoted? And also, why are some of these item packs so bad? Like, what is this? Why is it so expensive? There is not a single thing in here that I think could convince anybody to buy this pack, and yet here it is in the shop. But hey, they're gonna promote it anyways. And speaking of promotion of the game, that's another thing I want to touch on. Because it's no secret that Rocket League has seen a decrease in player count as well as viewer count in the YouTube space and in the esports space. Now, when it comes to the YouTube space, we'll do our best to be self-sufficient. Like, we're gonna keep pushing out new content, and we'll be able to keep a part of the community that way. But especially in the esports scene, it feels like there has been a massive decline in popularity and promotion by the game, and I think some of the blame does fall on Rocket League. Because why are the only promotions I see surrounding cosmetics? Now, yes, I understand if there's a big event going on, it'll tell you in the main menu that it's live, but if a new cosmetic comes out, there's a whole screen that pops up when you enter the game saying, wow, buy this now, look at this cool thing you can go buy. But it's never, hey, look at this really cool tournament that's going on, you should watch it. Like, it just feels like they aren't promoting esports anymore, and for a game that's as competitive as Rocket League, keeping a healthy esports scene is really, really important for the health of the game. Because how can you promote this competitive game if nobody's watching the best of the competition? And it's not even just promotions of the events themselves. It feels like there's not even promotion of clips that might happen during games. Like at the peak of Rocket League's popularity, obviously a lot of it was due to it becoming free to play, but also Rocket League did a really good job to help promote really cool moments from esports events. And those videos would go on to go viral on tons of social media platforms, drawing even more people to the game because they're like, wow, that was really cool. Those moments aren't going to happen all the time, but even when they do, it feels like there is no promotion for these clips at all. But that's enough about promotion, because let's get back to content rollout. I already talked about the content cycle of Rocket League and the things that they push out and how everyone's kind of like, why are you doing this instead of working on the game? And my argument used to be, why are you not trying to innovate the game to make it more fun, to not only retain players, but to attract new players as well? Because like I said, less people are playing this game. And those innovations were things like, hey, all these really cool Steam Workshop community maps that people are making, why not just make it part of the game where you can upload these maps so everybody can play these super cool custom maps? Crazy idea. And it's not like you have that already in another game. Oh wait, that's been around in Fortnite forever. We know they can do it, they're just not doing it. I don't even expect it to be as cool as what Fortnite's doing. Like, just give us something so they can play custom maps. It's not that hard. And if they don't do that, how about maybe doing a revamp on your tournament structure or a new game mode? I don't know, something. And obviously they've tried new game modes, but like something with more creativity to it. Everything that comes out just feels really lazy. But at this point, I don't even want innovation anymore. They need to fix their game. Obviously there's been a lot of stuff circulating recently about hackers running rampant in the game, turning invisible, crashing servers, all that super fun stuff. And Rocket League has done a terrible job trying to manage it. The reporting system has always been really bad, not very reliable. I will say, in their defense, they have done some stuff recently to try and combat smurfing, and we'll see how that plays out, but I appreciate the effort that they're putting in there, but they need to transfer that effort into the other issues as well if they want to get the community back on their good side. Speaking of getting the community back on their good side, fix your servers, please. I haven't been running into this issue as much recently, but it definitely still happens, and it was really bad a few weeks ago. Why am I loading into these games on US East with 200 pings and severe packet loss? Like, that just should not be happening. I know people might be quick to be like, oh, well, have you thought that maybe it's your internet? It has happened while I've been streaming before. I have a perfectly healthy stream, no buffering, no lagging, no nothing, but it looks like I'm playing Rocket League on a server in Uzbekistan. And not only that, at one point it was happening like every 3 or 4 games. It would be some US East server where instead of having like a server name and then some numbers, it was just like 10 numbers and everyone would just be lagging out the whole time. I would love to know if the report server feature actually works, because I'm convinced it does not. Or maybe it does and they just see it and they just see the reports and they're just like, I don't really want to work on that. But I will say it has been getting a little better recently and hopefully it'll continue to do so. But regardless, it's still an issue and they've really done nothing to address the situation. Now, that's a lot of talking smack about Rocket League and Epic Games and everything. There's something else going on as well that needs to be talked about, and that's the community. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, Rocket League is a super toxic community and it's awful. That's not what I mean. I think it is completely fair for people to voice their opinions and their frustrations surrounding the game. But when I see people making videos on videos saying, Rocket League is dead, Rocket League cannot be fixed, it's dead, oh my gosh, the game, it's over, it's unsavable. It's not, unless you get people to think that way. Like, why are we saying that Rocket League is dead? Rocket League is cooked. There's nothing that can be done to save it. That is not the mentality that needs to be had, because at that point, it's just going to become true. People are going to hear it enough. They're going to be like, yeah, this is a dead game. I need to stop playing. Like I said, voice your opinions, voice your discomfort with the game, but offer ideas, offer solutions. Keep making content and keep promoting content that is good and healthy for the game. Like I said, I have made so many videos criticizing the game for being not innovative and all this stuff, but I've always tried to offer an idea. Even if it wasn't super original, I tried to offer the idea again that it would reach more people. It's kind of like when I talk about how they need to add custom maps to the game. That is not an original thought, but I think it would be super beneficial to the game if they implemented it, so I repeat the message so that maybe someone else will see that message and be like, hey, this is a really cool idea, and the more people that support it, the more likely it is to be implemented in the game. So not only have I made videos criticizing the game, I've also tried to make videos talking about the positive sides of Rocket League and why it's a good game. And those videos never get any views. It's like people only want to see me talk unbelievable amounts of smack to Epic Games and Rocket League. Like, I don't think me yelling at them is gonna do anything. But regardless, I wanted to get all of that out in one concise video. And going forward, I am going to try and stay away from making this kind of content. Not really exactly what I want to do, because I don't want to sit around all day hating on the game that I really enjoy. And yeah, I probably don't enjoy it as much as I used to, but even after all this, I will continue to make Rocket League content on this channel. I might try and do some other stuff just to freshen it up a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really have much else. Hopefully this didn't offend anyone too much, and as always, see you next time.